It's hard to imagine now, but a few months ago this place was full of homes, farms and villages swept away by floods, the worst seen for years in Kenya. Areas along the Kenyan coast are most affected. KAZUNGU MUKUTANO is one of more than 60,000 people in this region who have lost their homes since April. He shows us what is left of the house he shared with his wife and 8 children. He would like to return and rebuild, but fears that the nearby river may break its banks again during more rains due at the end of the year.
It's a bit dry now, but even if I rebuild and it rains, we'll be flooded again, and the river has no barrier.
So he stays in this camp for displaced people, one of 108 shelters across the region. But there's not enough help for everyone.
The other challenge is the area's accessibility to some of these areas. And we don't want to leave any Kenyan suffered because of floods. So we'll have to drive and then use a boat and then walk a number of kilometers or even use canoes at some point.
Many villages that are hard to reach remain submerged. Communities were already struggling to recover from a drought last year. This is Odole village, one of the most affected areas in Tana River. Now the water is actually receding. At the height of the floods, we are told it was up to here. Some people are beginning to come back to their homes to try and rough it out, but there's also fear of waterborne diseases. HADADA GORICHA has just returned from a camp for the displaced. She's staying with a neighbor on the edge of her submerged village.
The camp is congested and so far from here in the bushlands. At least here I can fend for myself.
Aid workers are doing their best to help. They're not only dealing with a floods emergency, but also trying to prevent an outbreak of waterborne diseases such as cholera and malaria, while at the same time preparing for another potential disaster when the rain falls again. Catherine Soy, Al Jazeera, Tana River on the Kenyan coast.